What are some harmless things you and your partner do to playfully embarrass each other in public? My GF is considerably shorter than me, and if she's in my blind spot when we are walking around, I start panicking and looking around for her as if she's lost. Excellent. Going to use this one. Sometimes when she asks me to get something from the top shelf, I pick her up so she can get it herself. My husband loves to ask really loudly, "What has my mother ever done to you?" Not sure how this even started. I absolutely love his mother. Once at my then favorite restaurant, my husband and I were in line to order, and when it was our turn, he kissed me deeply and said, "I'm going to the bathroom. You know what I like here. Thanks. You're the best sister ever." I haven't been back to that restaurant since. Were you in Alabama? Quote the Power Thirst commercial loudly. It's an energy drink for men. Menergy. More electrolytes than your body has room for. When God gives you lemons, you find a new God. So many babies. 400 babies. Kenyans. This isn't an answer to the question. Just here to say I can't wait to unload these on my boyfriend. Same. So many great ideas. How to prank my partner. I sometimes rub her coat to generate static electricity, then tap her skin to shock her. She yelps and punches me. Fun times, and I do it whenever possible. Me, my hubby and kids purposely rub our feet against the floor in the shopping center to build up static and shock each other. r/userna checks out. Really loudly ask, "Hey, do you still need the anti-diarrhea medicine? Or is your poop back to normal?" "My poop was okay today. Thanks. Sweetie, I told you not to call me sweetie. You absolutely gorgeous woman. Reddit is amazing. You're amazing." Girlfriend picks up object and me very loudly with a stern look. I lost my father to insert object she's holding. I lost my father to baking soda. Not entirely impossible. When in the aisle with Jame etc., I shout the same joke to my wife, knowing she knows the very inappropriate punchline. "What's the difference between jam and marmalade? What's the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean? I don't want to have a garbanzo bean on my face." Okay, this is funny as fuck. Have an award. I claim I have a 2-inch D sometimes. What does it matter to me? I got a hot fiancée. She's the one dating a guy with a small d. It's gotta be true. Who would lie about that? There is nothing wrong if you know how to use it. Really, guys. There is absolutely nothing wrong with a 2-inch D if you know how to use it. Guys, really. Nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong. You just gotta know how to use it. Nothing wrong. When we go somewhere where I know most of the people but she doesn't, if someone comments, "This must be your wife," she likes to respond by turning to me and going, "You have a wife?" Hahaha, it's kinda great. I act like I don't know her. Who the hell are you, lady? Get away from me. As a dumb teenage girl, I did this to my father once in a grocery store, thinking it would be hilarious and totally not realizing any implications or seeing any downfalls. He was livid and so embarrassed. The staff treated it seriously and thought that I was being kidnapped. I had to reassure the security guard that he's my dad and I was just playing a joke on him. And they had to call my mom and she came to get me so we could all go home together. Whoops. That's tragic and dangerous. I won't do it again or recommend it. I could tell it scares a few people. When the wife and I go grocery shopping, I push the cart. When she comes back with an item, I slowly start moving and gradually increasing my speed. Eventually I'm at a full sprint and my wife is chasing me with a gallon of milk or something, yelling and cursing at me. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. I tried that once. Left my girlfriend behind me in the dust and she had an expression of utter defeat and despair that broke my heart. The fourth thing is not embarrassing my friend. It's just the truth. It is the way. This is the way. How's the foot fungus? I work in the restaurant industry. Valentine's Day is obviously a huge day for us, so I have to work. We usually celebrate the day after because it's typically a relatively slow day. Every February 15, while me and the wife are out to dinner celebrating, I make it a point to tell our server that she's my side chick. That's why we are out the day after Valentine's Day. My wife harassed me non-stop. On April Fool's Day we were in a crowded mall doing some shopping, and out of nowhere she gave me a Marive smooch and then shouted, "You're the best big brother ever." So many people stopped and stared. She also constantly grabs my pokes my butthole or grabs my mantits when we are in the supermarket, because small owls means someone will see me being emasculated. God, I love that woman. This gave me the biggest smile. IDKY, but it's so wholesome that you still love her that much. My ex-boyfriend hated these things. I was a vigorous grabber and loved to poke fun at him to make him laugh. /T was a vigorous grabber. Don't ever stop. The world needs more grabbing. A grabbing and tacos. Never forget the tacos. And antidepressants. I make farting noise with my mouth every single time he bends over. I will also do this when we both see a stranger bend over, but only so that he can hear. This is gold. I grab my wife's arm, raise it, and shake it violently, but act like she's shaking it, and I'm trying to control it, and yell, "I'll get your meds, baby, don't worry," or yell in a fake English accent, "Unhand me, madam." I've had a few happen to me that I'm not giving credit for. Lol. First, while walking into our local grocery store he said, "Don't follow me, lady. I'm not paying you for sex," to which I retorted, "I wouldn't if your last check hadn't bounced." So I won that one. I didn't win the one where he pulled up in front of me at the gas station, where I was surrounded by other customers. He shouted, "Well, I hope that stuff from the doctor helps that rash," and took off. So sometimes I win. Most recently I didn't. If I go to the store with my buddy, I'll follow him around with a big cucumber and lotion and loudly ask, "Is this big enough? OMG, using this one." At the supermarket or mall, me, whispering, "Babe, I need to fart." Her, not whispering at all, then fart. We take turns doing things like this, and I love it. Make sexual jokes to her every time we buy bananas and plantains. I will ask my wife, when is she going to tell her husband about us when we are leaving a restaurant? I love this. Will definitely use in the future. I think the two of you have a great future ahead of you, but you need a good comeback for the foot fungus thing. How about, say yeah, if I just hadn't rubbed your balls with my feet, apostrophe, you tell me, you're the one with a foot fetish, apostrophe, this one is golden. Dance to the grocery store music. I like to sing with it. My girlfriend just laughs. We send each other 30 memes while the other is either talking to someone, waiting in line, in a meeting, etc. My wife left her phone down to charge recently. I got in a few before she checked on it. I used to do this to my husband when I knew he'd be in meetings where it would be inappropriate to laugh. I act like a mail order bride and pretend like I'm new here. Fart really loud in an elevator and blame her brazenly. At the gym I'll run over and squirt water in her mouth as soon as she's done with a set, and I'll fan her to cool her down. She hates when I do that. My BF will loudly ask, "Are you horny?" and it makes me so red because now the surrounding PPL think I'm severely horny.